So today is Tuesday, November the 14th, and this is day 3 of me clearing out my storage unit. This is a 10 by 10. So September 2018, I placed about 20 containers in this storage unit, and so I'm going through them now and getting rid of them. My daughter has a storage unit, and so I talked to her about maybe putting about 3 containers in her storage unit. So I got to get rid of 10. So these are me getting down to where my belongings will all fit into my vehicle, my Chevy Track. Traveling is my passion. I'm going back out on the circuit for working vacations. So look at this. I wish it had the date on it, but I received this in July 1992 when I took when I took a deferred retirement from the state of Michigan. At that time, I was working for the Department of Education. I had reached my career goal with the state of Michigan as a division administrator. I was at 1117, and I wasn't interested in going into the state exec classification. That was at will. Up to a 17, I wanted a job that still had civil service status. Hey, you had to go through some steps to get rid of you. But in this container, I got pictures. Look at this. Pictures of my granddaughter when they were young. Jayla and Kaden. Now look at this. Do you recognize any of these classmates of mine? This is back at Jefferson Junior High School, except for the one picture of Cheryl that is from high school. I got a lot of pictures. I'm going to keep the pictures. I told you I'm a binder person. These are binders I have emptied out, and I'm going to put them out. They've got an area here at the storage unit where you can put things so people can take them if they can use them. And so quite a few of the items that I placed there yesterday are gone. This is a beautiful picture of my mother, Mona Marie, and my daughter, Shayla. She was visiting her dad in Southville, Michigan from California, and Ben took her to see my mother. She was in Northwest Continuing Care on Hubble in Detroit, Michigan. She was in that facility for 8 years. 8 years. Look at her beautiful white hair. I don't think my hair will turn like that. I don't know. And this picture, my mother died when she was 74. So I'm 72. When she was, I know, about 68, her hair was white. Maybe not as white as this, but oh, isn't it beautiful? One thing about her being in that Northwest Continuing Care, she was able to keep $60 of her money, and that allowed her to have some spending money and to get her hair done once a month. So going through the containers in my storage unit, memories. This is when I took my grandchildren to Florida, to Disney World. We arrived December 31st, 2012. And we were there for a week. Rented a condo. And thanks to my friend Shirley Riley, she provided us, she worked for Disney Olani in Hawaii, on the island of Oahu, Kapolei. Coralina is where Disney Olani is. And so she provided me with 12 passes. So I even had some left over. I think it was 2. And then Velma Donnell and I went with her to her timeshare a couple years later, or maybe a year later, and she and I went back to Disney World, and we went not to, I can't remember exactly where we went to now, but it wasn't Magic Kingdom, it wasn't, it was that educational one. But memories, I'm keeping pictures. This was, I saved for this, and then I even paid a year or two later to be able to take my grandchildren to Florida. This is my childhood friend, Margaret Price Austin. We were in New York, July 2001, celebrating my 50th birthday. This is us in Washington, D.C. on our 9th grade trip. Look at this. This is us in the Bahamas on our 12th grade trip to Freeport, Bahamas. Let's see what else. This is Margaret helping me celebrate my graduation from Michigan State University. That's Barbara Jackson and her son, Eddie Jackson Jr. There's Margaret and Milton. After graduation, I invited them back over to my place, and I have prepared a meal.